But gratitude is not supposed to replace sadness and pain. They live together in parallel. We're humans. Like you're gonna feel sad and pain. It's not about faking it till you make it with like fake the happiness. That's not what it's about. You can find gratitude in some really dark moments. I heard, and I'm gonna give an example because I heard it said the best way. It was on a show I watched. Can't remember who was on it, but it was said really well. Someone in the audience asked a question, and it's like, "Can you be grateful for everything in your life?" And this man answered, and he's like, "No." And I was like, okay. I remember just sitting, and then he gave this example, and I'm going to make it a personal example. So when my stepdad John passed away, was I grateful? No. Am I grateful today? Fuck no. Still not grateful. But I can find gratitude in his passing. I am grateful for the 30 years I had with him. I'm grateful for the grandpa role he played with my kids. I'm grateful for how much joy he brought my mom. So you're not necessarily grateful for the pain. I'm not grateful for the loss, but you can find gratitude that just helps sometimes remove or lift some of that pain. It's not supposed to get rid of it or squash it. They live together.
And I'll take that a step further because when Katie died, again, same thing. I'm not grateful that my daughter died. I'm not grateful that I got to go through that.
No.
I do find gratitude, and I'm grateful for what it is, what that experience has allowed me to share and how it has impacted the lives of others. And so I think you can find in every experience, as horrible or as wonderful, you can find the thing, the element of it to be grateful for. So in that context, you can find gratitude in anything. And let's face it, even when I love what you said there about sadness, because the brain doesn't know the difference, right? Your brain, it's whether you're making something up or you're experiencing it, the brain doesn't know the difference. And you can be sad and yet also be grateful for moments and experiences, and your brain still hears the gratitude.
Exactly.
It's a great way to say it, Rob.
Love that. During my burnout years, when I wasn't in good shape, often for me, like, gratitude felt fake. It felt forced. And though I tried to do it, it's like I was trying to polish a turd with positive thinking. Like, it's the best way to put it.
That's a nice turd.
That's a nice turd. I was trying to polish turd. But it's what helped was just trying to kind of notice good things around me, even little things. Maybe a good cup of coffee, the sun coming through the window, a conversation that didn't suck. Like, because I think sometimes we make it, especially when we're not feeling it. Again, that's why I come back to that. It's not about it. Sometimes you will feel grateful. Other times it's you're finding something to be grateful for. You may not feel it, but you're choosing to see the positive, and you're choosing to see the good even in the darkness, right? Which is, I think, what you guys were both referring to.
Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring the hard stuff, because we all have hard stuff, and learning to allow space for both. You can be grateful and still struggle, like, just to kind of the points that all of you made, but allowing that space for both.
Yeah, it's not one or the other. Yeah. It's both.
Totally.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the ripple effect, right? So we've been focusing on gratitude as a personal practice and the importance of that. But the reality is it has, just like negative energy has a ripple effect, I think gratitude has a positive ripple effect on people around you. Have you seen that? And can you give us some examples?
Yeah, I see it all the time. It's like my favorite part about gratitude is to see the ripple effect. When you say something like, Eric brings me my coffee in the morning, and I'm just like, thank you. Like, I'm so grateful for you. Like, that small statement can mean so much to somebody else, and then somebody else takes that into their day. It is a very contagious way of thinking and approaching. And I get lots of messages from people, messaging me saying, your gratitude cards have just really helped me. When I see that it's impacting more and more people, to understand that then when they feel grateful, grateful. They're then passing it on, and they're then passing it. And I'm going to read something that Matthew Ripa-Young sent.
Yeah.
Because it was a really...
Matthew, one of our favorite people.
Yeah.
Got to have him back on the show.
Yeah. I'm going to read this. So he just randomly messaged me on Messenger, and I have his approval. I didn't just steal this because it was a private message. But in short, like, he used to never work on Fridays. He hasn't worked on Fridays in a long time. So he just sent me this note. He's like, and he's been like starting to have to work on Fridays again, and he's not loving it. So he tells me that, and he's like, however, last week at some point I noticed a shift in my head where I was saying, well, at least I have the option to work a little more when I need to. And it hit me. I get to work a little more when I feel it is necessary. And that is a privilege. I don't know that I would have arrived there without hearing you talk about your get to mindset. So thank you. Dear heart, you make a change without knowing it.
Yeah.
And that's Matthew in a like that just sums. He's just like a warm hug.
He's one of the nicest.
Yeah.
That's a great way to describe him. Matthew is a warm hug.
He is a warm hug. Yeah. So for me, it's like, I feel like that's the most amazing part of gratitude. It's the joy it brings.
Yeah. It's literally like shifts the temperature in a room.
Yeah.
Right. For leaders, for example, when they lead with gratitude, they shift from pressure to presence, right? When they express gratitude to their team members in a way that's meaningful, in a way that's sincere. I think there can be insincere gratitude, insincere appreciation. But when it comes from the heart, your team starts to feel appreciated, and they start to perform better because you have literally acknowledged the human side of the equation, right? And at home, it leads to better conversations, less conflict, less drama, because again, people feel appreciated. It's a genuine, it doesn't take much to say, thank you, I'm grateful for you, I'm grateful for what you did, but it can have that, it's the paying forward effect, right? You deposit it, you make the deposit in one person, you have no idea how far that ripple might go. Think of a negative interaction you had, right? Where someone maybe cut you off in traffic, and now you're pissed off, now you show up at work, and now you piss somebody else off, and that negative energy just like ripples out. Well, think of the power if we turn that around. And in a time where we're living in really crazy times, more of that positive energy could go a long way.
Well, we've all heard the saying, "Misery loves company," right?
Yeah.
I think gratitude attracts company. Misery, it goes chasing after, looking for company, looking for like-mindedness. Yeah. Whereas when you just exude gratitude, you're actually like the light that is drawing in others, and so people come to you. People want to be around the positive person, the grateful person, the person who is expressing that gratitude to them. They're drawn to those individuals. So you're feeling lonely, start speaking out and living a life of gratitude. You'll find others will be coming to you just simply because they want more of that energy, that ripple.
Yeah, love that. I love
so
that.
Good.
Let me ask, like, how does practicing gratitude change how we show up in relationships? So we're talking about the ripple effect. I want to kind of focus and zero in on relationships specifically, both like in your personal life and professional life.
I think in personal relationships, it really allows you to start focusing on what is positive or what is there versus what is lacking.
Isn't that our default though? Like, what we tend to focus on is what's missing, instead of what's there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's like us as humans. When we think about everything that we're doing wrong instead of, but what are all the things that we're doing right? So on a personal relationship side, like, I really think that can deepen just the overall connection, the appreciation around that. I think in the workplace setting, it really helps build trust and respect, because then now you've got more community and collaboration, which then translates into growth.
Yeah.
Love that.
I think it strengthens those relationships.
Totally.
I was thinking the other day I was at we're at one of the studios. Wendy was coaching the classes, and I was just sitting outside. And in this studio, there's a table that I can sit at with my iPad, and I can see into the studio. I can see into them doing the workout, and I'm hearing Wendy because of course she's on the microphone, but I'm watching her. And at one moment I was just sitting there and I was just looking over at her, and I was just thinking, I'm just so grateful for this woman and this person who is in my life. In that moment, everything else I was doing stops, because I'm just drawn in, and I'm even that much closer and connected to her, even though she's got no clue what's going on. She's telling them all to jump into more burpees or whatever she's doing, right? And I'm just
oh God, I
that
hate
moment.
burpees. Can I just say that?
Right?
We all hate burpees.
Yeah, you get to do burpees. That's she told the class you get to do burpees.
And now they've all unsubscribed from Yucky Mindset.
Yeah. But it does. I think as it when you practice gratitude with whether it's the personal relationships or your work relationships, you're drawn into a more powerful connection with those people.
Yeah, it becomes a more intimate relationship.
Yeah.
The more you can, like, it's that communication piece, the more you can really say and get in touch with. Like, when you watching Wendy is like, you're feeling that. You talk about when I talk mind-heart connection.
Yeah.
That's what that is. It's not just looking, being like, I'm grateful for that we have a grateful mug sitting on the table, right? Like, you have to, I really am grateful for that. But
thank you, Kate.
Yeah.
So I showed up this morning and I asked for a mug, and what I discovered is that you guys don't have
not us.
So Wendy, I discovered that you don't have a cupboard with mugs. It's basically a Hallmark store. It's like Hallmark cards. We've got cheers. We've got grateful. We've got
thankful.
There's all kinds. It's quite something.
Yeah.
It's quite something.
There's one that's like, come on, bitch, love yourself.
There's so many.
There's such a range. Like, you could pick based on your mood which mug, right? I think it's great.
We should do a podcast. Just pick a random one and talk about how we feel.
It's like picking cards, but we're picking a random.
Yeah.
For me in my relationships, I think gratitude helps to remind me that the people in my life aren't just assets or obligations. They're people I get to love, I get to serve, work with, learn from. It makes me less reactive, more responsive, right? And I start asking, it motivates me to ask that question, what do you need from me right now? How can I help? As opposed to, why the fuck are you so annoying?
Yeah.
Right?
Why'd you look at me so, you went like, why the fuck are you so annoying? Talk to him.
If the shoe fits, Rob.
Pull out another card.